All right, so today we're diving deep into something that I think a lot of people can relate to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about quick journaling prompts.
Ooh. I like that quick journaling
Yeah,
prompts. I need those.
I feel like we could all use a little bit more introspection in our lives.
Always a good thing.
But, you know, sometimes the thought of journaling can feel, well, a little daunting, right?
Absolutely. It can feel like a big commitment, you know? Like I've got to clear my schedule.
Exactly. Like I
Yeah.
need to block out an hour. I need to have my special pen. I need to light my candle. It's like, who has time for that?
Right. Exactly. And some days you just want to get in and out and just get a couple of thoughts down on paper.
Right, exactly. So that's why I was so excited to stumble across this blog post from Lestallion.
Lestallion.
Lestallion, yeah.
Okay.
They sell journals, which I think already gives them a little bit of credibility in this department.
Right. They're clearly invested in the world of journaling.
Exactly, yeah. They put together this list of 50 quick journal prompts.
Oh, 50. Okay.
50.
Yeah.
And they're all designed to help you squeeze in a little bit of introspection, even if you only have like 5 or 10 minutes to spare.
I love that 5 or 10 minutes. That seems very manageable, you know, because sometimes you don't even have that, even 5 minutes.
Right.
But if you can find those 5 to 10 minutes, that's a really great way to just get centered.
Exactly, yeah. And that's what I think is so cool about this deep dive.
Yeah.
It's not about adding another, like, chore to your to-do list.
No.
It's about finding those little moments throughout your day
Yeah.
where you can just pause,
Mm-hmm.
connect with yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe even spark some new ideas or insights along the way.
Yeah, like a little mental break.
Exactly, yeah.
A little check-in with yourself.
Exactly. So Lestallion has broken down their 50 prompts into 5 key areas, which I thought was really smart.
Okay.
And they start with what they call gratitude and reflection.
Gratitude and reflection. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think this is where things get really interesting because, you know, a lot of people might, like, roll their eyes at the idea of gratitude journaling.
Right. It can sound a little cliche sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, like we've all heard it. Be grateful, be grateful.
Exactly. But I think what Lestallion is getting at here is that it's not just about, you know, listing all the things you're thankful for.
Right.
It's about actively shifting your perspective,
Mm-hmm.
training your brain to focus on the positive.
Right. Even amidst the chaos.
Exactly, yeah. And they have some really unique prompts in this category that go beyond the typical, like, what am I grateful for today kind of thing.
Okay.
For example, one prompt asks you to reflect on a recent moment that made you smile.
Ooh, that's nice.
I love that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because we do spend so much time, I feel like, dwelling on the negative things that happen
Yes.
that we forget about, oh, that was a nice thing that happened.
Exactly. And I think it's so easy to let those little moments of joy just slip away.
They do.
You know, but when you actually take the time to recall them,
Yes.
to really savor them,
Yeah.
it's like you're building this mental photo album of happiness
Yeah, yeah.
that you can then access whenever you need a boost.
It's like a happiness reserve.
Exactly, yeah. And speaking of shifting perspectives, another prompt in this category asks you to list one small victory from the day.
One small victory. Yeah.
So this one might seem a little basic at first glance,
Right.
but when you really think about it, it's so easy to get caught up in the big picture, right?
Yes.
Like we're always striving for these huge milestones,
Right.
and we forget to acknowledge the little wins that actually contribute to our overall progress.
Absolutely. We are always looking at what's next. What's next?
Yeah.
What else can I accomplish?
Right, exactly.
But yeah, those small victories are important.
They are. And they deserve to be celebrated because, you know, each one of those little wins
Mm-hmm.
is a step in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a reminder that we are making progress,
It's a good reminder. It's a good reminder.
even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So moving on from gratitude and reflection, Lestallion's next category is all about daily inspirations.
Daily inspirations, all right. So how is this different from gratitude and reflection?
Well, I think what's interesting here is the focus on external sources of inspiration.
Okay.
So it's not just about looking inward.
Mm-hmm.
It's about drawing inspiration from the world around us.
So like what, like people we admire or quotes we like.
Exactly, yeah. Or maybe a piece of art that moves you or a book that changes your perspective.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's really about expanding your horizons
Mhm.
and allowing yourself to be influenced by, like, the beauty and the wisdom that surround you.
I love that. You know, because sometimes I think we can get so caught up in our own little bubbles
Yes.
that we forget to look around and see what's out there.
Right.
You know, what can inspire us.
Exactly. And they have this really cool prompt. I think it really captures this idea.
That.
It asks you to reflect on your favorite song and analyze why it resonates with you.
Ooh, my favorite song. Okay.
Yeah.
Why it resonates with me. Yeah, that's interesting.
I feel like music has this incredible power to tap into our emotions,
It does.
And when you really think about why a particular song moves you,
Yeah.
it can reveal a lot about your values,
Yeah.
your beliefs, and even your aspirations.
Yeah. Like, what is it about that melody or those lyrics that just, speaks to your soul?
Right, exactly. And I think those answers can offer like valuable insights into your inner landscape.
Okay, so like almost like self-discovery through music.
Exactly, yeah. It's like holding up a mirror to your soul,
That's beautiful. I like that.
but through the lens of music.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
And those insights can then inform our actions and decisions.
I see. So it's not just about passive listening.
Right,
It's about active engagement
right.
and using music as a tool for self-discovery.
Exactly, yeah. And I think that's what makes this prompt so powerful.
Yeah. Okay, well, I can't wait to dive into the next category. What do we got?
All right, so this next category really speaks to like my inner explorer. It's called personal growth.
Personal growth. Okay, I like it.
And as you might have guessed, these prompts are all about diving deep into self-awareness and identifying areas for improvement.
So it's getting a little bit more introspective here.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And this is where I think those quick prompts really shine. Because let's be honest, like deep introspection can sometimes feel daunting.
Oh, absolutely. It can be exhausting.
Yes. But I think these prompts make it manageable by encouraging like those short bursts of reflection that over time can lead to significant shifts in our thinking and behavior.
Okay, yeah. Like small steps,
Right, exactly.
but consistent.
Yes. So one prompt that stood out to me in this category was the one about stepping out of your comfort zone.
Stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay.
I mean, it's a classic for a reason, right?
It is a classic. And it's so important, I feel like we can get so stuck in our routines.
Absolutely.
We forget to, push ourselves a little bit.
Exactly. And growth rarely happens within the confines of what's familiar and comfortable, really.
Absolutely not.
So this prompt is really about challenging us to identify those areas where we're holding ourselves back
Mm-hmm.
and to take a step, even a small one, towards embracing the unknown.
Yeah, I like that small step
Yeah.
because it doesn't have to be this huge, leap. It
Right.
could just be like, dip your toe in the water.
Exactly, yeah. And what I love about Lestallion's approach is that they really emphasize, like, celebrating those small steps.
Nope.
It's not about making these drastic changes overnight.
Right.
It's about recognizing and acknowledging the courage it takes to, like, push yourself beyond your perceived limitations.
Absolutely, because sometimes that's the hardest part, just taking that first step.
Right, exactly. It's a reminder that growth is a journey, not a destination.
I love that. A journey, not a destination.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. And every step, no matter how small, deserves to be acknowledged and celebrated.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, we've covered 3 categories so far.
3 down.
Gratitude and reflection,
Mm-hmm.
daily inspirations,
Yeah.
and personal growth. You ready to move on to the next one?
I am. Give me more.
I have to admit, this one's particularly exciting to me.
Oh.
All right, get ready to unleash your inner artist. It's time to dive into those creativity boosters.
Oh, creativity boosters. Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's do it.
I feel like we all have that creative spark within us,
We do.
but sometimes we just need a little nudge to ignite it.
Yeah, for sure. And I bet these prompts are just the thing to do that.
Exactly.
So these creativity boosters, what are we talking about here?
Well, I think of them as like little doorways into those unexplored corners of our minds,
Okay.
where creativity thrives.
I like that because I do feel like as adults, we can get so bogged down in like the practicalities of life
Yes.
that we kind of forget to nurture that playful, imaginative side of ourselves.
Absolutely. And I think that's why Lestallion includes this quote in their blog post. They say, creativity thrives in moments of openness.
Hmm.
Let your imagination lead the way and see where it takes you.
Oh, I like that.
And it made me think about this one prompt
Yeah.
that asks you to imagine your dream vacation.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a simple concept,
Yeah,
but it can really transport you to a different place,
it can.
both physically and mentally.
Like a mental escape.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, just for a few minutes. You get
Right.
to go somewhere else.
Exactly.
Be someone else, maybe.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe those imaginative journeys will actually spark some real-life adventures down the road.
I love that. Yeah, because, if you're dreaming about going to, like, I don't know, Bali
Hmm.
and you keep journaling about it,
Yeah,
maybe you'll actually book that trip.
exactly. You never know.
Yeah.
I've always said a mind that wanders is a mind that creates.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, write that down.
Yeah, right. And speaking of creating, another prompt that really stood out to me in this category was the one about imagining a new tradition.
Oh, a new tradition. Okay.
Now, this one really gets you thinking outside the box.
Okay.
It's not just about following existing customs.
Mm,
It's about creating something new and unique that reflects your own values and aspirations.
I see. So, like, not just doing something because that's how your family's always done it,
Right, exactly.
but really thinking about, like, what traditions you want to create in your own life.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
It's about taking ownership of your life and shaping it in the way that feels meaningful to you.
Yeah. Because traditions can be so powerful, right?
They are, yeah.
They give us a sense of belonging and connection.
Absolutely. And the beauty of this prompt is that it can really apply to like any aspect of your life,
Mm-hmm.
from family rituals to personal habits.
Right. So, like, maybe it's a monthly movie night with friends
All right.
or a weekly nature walk or, something like that.
Exactly. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
And, thinking about tradition, it made me realize that like a lot of these prompts are actually about creating little rituals in our lives.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I like that. So, like, whether it's taking a few minutes to reflect on a happy memory
Mm-hmm.
or imagining a new creative project,
Mm-hmm.
these prompts are encouraging us to just, like, carve out time for those small, meaningful moments that enrich our lives.
Exactly. And those moments don't have to be like elaborate or time consuming.
Right.
Even just a few minutes of focused attention can really make a big difference.
Absolutely. Small moments, big impact. I like that.
Okay, so we've explored 4 categories so far: gratitude and reflection, daily inspirations, personal growth, and creativity boosters.
I feel like I'm growing already.
Right. And we've seen how each of these categories offers like unique insights and opportunities for self-discovery.
Yeah.
But there's one more category to uncover, and it's all about finding closure and setting intentions as you wrap up your day. So this one is called Evening Reflections.
Evening reflections. Okay, so like winding down.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep.
It's about ending your day on a mindful note
Okay.
and preparing for the next chapter.
I like that because I feel like often we just like, hit the pillow and pass out
Yeah.
and don't even think about like how the day went,
Right.
what we did, what we could have done differently.
Right, exactly. And I think taking those few moments to like reflect on your experiences and set intentions for tomorrow can really make a difference in how you approach each new day.
It's like setting yourself up for success.
Exactly, yeah. All right, so we've journeyed through gratitude, tapped into daily inspirations, delved into personal growth, and even unleashed those inner artists.
Woo, that's quite a journey.
It is right. But as with any good exploration, I think it's time to like bring it all home,
Okay, yeah.
synthesize those nuggets of wisdom we've uncovered along the way.
Yeah, like what are the takeaways here? How do we actually use these prompts to make a difference in our lives?
Exactly. And that's what I think is so powerful about these 50 quick journal prompts. They offer a framework for not just introspection,
Right.
but for action. It's not enough to just reflect. We have to actually use those insights to shape our lives, our decisions, and ultimately, like, our future selves.
I totally agree with that. It's like, knowledge is power, but only if we actually apply it.
Exactly. And, I've been thinking a lot about that as we've been talking about these prompts. It's like each prompt is this little nudge,
Yeah.
a tiny spark
Yeah.
that could ignite a chain reaction of positive change.
Oh, I like that. It's like a catalyst.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And what Lestallion has done so brilliantly is to create a structure that allows for both, like breadth and depth. You can choose to focus on a single category, that resonates deeply with you.
Yeah.
Or you can bounce around and sample different prompts from each area. The key is to find what works for you.
Right. Exactly. Find what sparks your curiosity and what inspires you to, keep digging deeper.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the beauty of having 50 prompts, right? There's literally something for everyone.
Yeah.
No matter what your interests are, what challenges you're facing, whether you're looking to, cultivate a more grateful mindset,
Mm-hmm.
boost your creativity,
Mm-hmm.
or just gain a deeper understanding of yourself. These prompts provide a roadmap for self-discovery.
I love that. A roadmap. Because it's not about having all the answers right away.
Right.
It's about embarking on that journey of self-exploration.
Exactly, yeah. And what I think is so refreshing about Lestallion's approach is that it's accessible to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't need to be a seasoned journaler
Right.
or a self-help guru.
Right, exactly. Anyone can do this.
Exactly. Anyone who's willing to take a few minutes each day to connect with themselves and explore their inner landscape can benefit from these prompts.
For sure. And that's what I hope our listeners take away from this deep dive, that journaling doesn't have to be this big, intimidating thing.
Right.
It can be a simple, enjoyable, and really effective way to get to know yourself better.
Exactly. And, I think it's important to remember that even small, consistent actions can create like ripples of change that extend far beyond the pages of your journal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's like that butterfly effect thing.
Exactly. So as we bring this deep dive to a close, I want to leave you with a challenge. Choose one prompt, any prompt that speaks to you, and commit to writing about it for just 5 minutes today.
Just 5 minutes.
Just 5 minutes, and see where that journey takes you. You might be surprised by what you discover.
I bet you will. And hey, if you're feeling brave, share your insights with us. Let us know which prompt resonated with you and what you learned about yourself.
We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep reflecting, and keep those creative sparks flying.
And happy journaling.